in this situation.
Brandon will get it back, and at the buzzer.
Oh!
Unbelievable!
Oh, my God.
Just the way they drew it up.
Brandon Ingram is making millions of dollars, and he knows very well how to spend it. But it wasn't always this way. More lifestyle, career, and personal life stuff coming up big time hoop style. Career. Ingram had a successful high school career in North Carolina where he won state titles each of his 4 years of high school, and he was named North Carolina's Mr. Basketball. He played 1 season of college basketball for the Duke Blue Devils where he was named ACC Rookie of the Year. After the season, Ingram declared for the NBA draft. He was drafted by the Los Angeles Lakers with the 2nd overall pick in the 2016 draft, and he was named to the NBA All-Rookie Second Team. He was a vital part of the Lakers' young core that was touted to be the future of the franchise. His first 2 years in the league were impressive, especially his sophomore season where he made a big jump in his overall production. He went from averaging 9 to 16 points per game. In his 3rd year with the Lakers, Ingram had the opportunity to learn from one of the very best to ever grace the hardwood when LeBron came to LA. However, the Lakers suffered a series of injuries and suspensions that caused them to miss the playoffs that year. For Ingram, he received a 4-game suspension early in the season due to a fight with the Houston Rockets. He was then ruled out for the season in March when he was diagnosed with deep vein thrombosis in his arm. In the 2019 offseason, the Lakers made a trade sending Lonzo Ball, Josh Hart, and Ingram to New Orleans for Anthony Davis. Talk about a blockbuster. Ingram made major strides with the Pelicans as he finished the season averaging 24 points, 6 rebounds, and 4.2 assists per game. Due to his exemplary performance throughout the season, he was named the 2020 Most Improved Player, and he was also named as a first-time All-Star. He's been the leading star of the Pelicans team for the last 2 seasons. There should be exciting days ahead for Pelicans fans as Zion returns and the team is hungry to be a playoff contender. The Zion and Brandon duo will be really enjoyable to watch. Now that we know a little about Ingram's b-ball career, let's get into how he makes that dough, baby. Contract. The Slender King was selected with the 2nd overall pick, so with the rookie wage scale, he signed a 4-year deal worth $24 million. That's an average of $6 million a year. After the trade to the Pelicans, he was named to his first All-Star team. That made him eligible for a huge, lucrative 5-year, $158 million contract extension. He took that bag real quick and now has an average salary of $32 million a year. The last year of his deal is after the 2025 season, and he will be just 28 years old. Let's see how that plays out for him in New Orleans, but for now, the Pelicans look to have a bright future. Endorsements. Adidas was one of the first who foresaw the potential of Ingram. He signed as an Adidas athlete during his rookie season, and that granted him $2 million annually for 5 years. He did rock the T-Mac Millenniums and some crazy explosives that were pretty nice. Talk about earning them stripes. His deal did recently expire and he is currently a sneaker free agent. He's been seen rocking the Nike KD14s, but let's see where that goes. He also recently came out with his own logo. Brandon had teased that he is coming out with an apparel line called BXI Apparel. His website is still under construction, but we'll be on the lookout when he drops his line. Ingram also endorses a lot of other brands, namely Vistaprint masks, Now and Later Candy, Buy Pro USA, and BLK Water. Ingram is collecting around $5 to $8 million a year in endorsements alone. Yep, we learned about Brandon Ingram's income streams. With that, Mr. Ingram has a current net worth of... we'll get to that in a bit. Remember to subscribe for the best in basketball lifestyle. Now that we know where Ingram gets his money from, let's talk about how he spends his chips. Cars. On the road, Ingram can sometimes be spotted driving around in his Range Rover. This car achieves a smooth, relaxing drive by adjusting its height through the electronic air suspension. It also lowers for easier access to the load space, and automatic access height allows for an elegant arrival. In case you're interested, this Range Rover comes with a starting price of around $160,000. Talk about clutch time. House. Frankly, we don't know where the man lives now. However, Brandon did buy a house for his family. When he was drafted, his first big purchase was a crib for the fam. It was something I've always dreamed of, Ingram said. My parents provided so much for me and it was a no-brainer. You always think about giving back to your family, so knowing what they did for me, I had to give back to them. Talk about taking it to the house. Background. Brandon Ingram was born in Kinston, North Carolina when Joanne and Donald Ingram welcomed a bouncing baby boy on September 2, 1997. While Ingram grew up in a one-story house on Highland Avenue in Kinston, his brother Donovan grew up in a different house but would spend weekends with him teaching him basketball. Kinston had an extremely high crime rate, but this guy kept his focus on basketball. Before Ingram was a teenager, his brother allowed him to play with him and his older friends. He described this experience as the best thing that ever happened to my game, and Ingram has put these experiences to good use. Charity. Although Brandon makes millions of dollars at a young age, he's aware of the realities of the world, so he's trying his best to help people. The forward donated 982 pairs of Adidas shoes, one pair for every employee of the hospital where he was born. Our local hospital means so much to us, and never more than at this critical time. Ingram's father, Donald, who's the director of the Ingram Family Foundation, said there's a high likelihood of some really tired feet at the hospital that could benefit from an extra dose of Adidas comfort and support. Talk about making your squad better. Real quick, we wanted to give a shout out to Luis Guillen. Luis is a big LiAngelo Ball fan. Hopefully he can make a team. Love life. Brandon has a very active love life. The Slender Man had a relationship with Raylin Inez, a well-known stripper. He's also been linked to other beauties, including Amber Washington and Alea Petty. Ingram hasn't opened up much about his personal life. As of now, he seems to be single and doing just fine. You're still young, Brandon. Focus on your basketball. Net worth. Now's the time we've all been waiting for. How much is Brandon Ingram worth? With everything going on in Ingram's life, he has a net worth of $40 million.